Hello everyone, I'm Claire from Susan's family. Today, I'll teach you how to make a Muse Verdant Kisslock bag, green plant style. This bag is playful and cute, with a strong forest fairy vibe. It uses high-quality metal accessories, secure and durable. The bag has a moderate capacity, and is convenient to carry. The making method is simple, easy for beginners to learn. If you need to purchase the original materials kit, and receive crocheting guidance, please search for the store on Taobao, sousoude.com. This will take you directly to our shop. Now, let's get started. This bag mainly consists of the main body and accessories. The main body includes two sections, the front body and the back body. First, complete the main body. Then, attach some accessories to the front body. Next, sew together the main body. And install the magnetic snap. Finally, make and attach the remaining accessories. Now, let's start learning the method to make the main body. First, we'll learn the crocheting method for the back body. Let's look at the chart. Start with the adjustable magic ring method. Work around the center, crocheting counterclockwise in a circular pattern outward. Several crochet stitches will be applicated, all of which are explained in the chart. I won't list them all here. Now, please watch as I demonstrate the specific crocheting method. Before we begin crocheting, let's learn the proper posture for crocheting. For a clearer demonstration, I will use cotton yarn. The colors are random. For specific yarn details, color schemes, and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and the paper instructions. First, start with a magic ring. Pick up the yarn tail with your right hand. Wrap it twice around your left index finger. Now there are 3 strands of yarn on the index finger. Use your right thumb and index finger to pinch where the loops overlap. Take it out. Then wrap the yarn tail once around your left little finger. Pass it through between the middle finger and index finger. Transfer the loop to between the left middle finger and thumb. Pick up the crochet hook with your right hand. Insert the hook into the loop. Position the hook to the left of the yarn. Wrap the yarn counterclockwise. Draw the yarn through. Now there is 1 loop on the hook. Continue with a chain stitch to secure. Wrap the yarn. Pull the yarn through the loop. 1 chain stitch is completed. Pull tight. The magic ring is now completed. Next, crochet the first round. First, make 2 chain stitches. These will count as the beginning half double crochet. Yarn over, draw the yarn through. The beginning chain for the half double crochet counts as 1 stitch. Place a marker on the second chain stitch. If you don't have a stitch marker, you can use a paper clip or safety pin instead. Then, crochet a half double crochet. Yarn over, insert into the magic ring. Yarn over again, draw the yarn through. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over once more, and draw through all loops on the hook in one go. 1 half double crochet is completed. Above to the right of the half double crochet, there is a V shape formed by 2 yarns. This is the stitch of the half double crochet. Now let's make another half double crochet. Yarn over. Insert the hook. Yarn over again, draw the yarn through. Yarn over once more, and draw through all 3 loops on the hook in one go. The second half double crochet is complete. Including the beginning chain, we have made 3 stitches so far. In the first round, you need to make a total of 10 half double crochets into the magic ring. Continue to complete the remaining half double crochets, omitting the repetitive parts here. There are 2 loops in total. First, gently pull the starting tail. This will loosen one of the loops. Then tighten the loosened loop. There is one loop left. Pull the yarn tail tight directly. This will close the remaining loop. Then join with a slip stitch at the marker position. Insert the hook under these two strands. Draw the yarn through. And pull through all the loops on the hook. The slip stitch is completed. Note that the slip stitch doesn't count as a stitch. Make sure to tighten it. This prevents adding extra stitches later. The first round is now complete. Next, work the second round. Start with 2 chain stitches as a turning chain. Move the stitch marker. Then work into the corresponding braid below the turning chain. Work 1/2 double crochet. Place the starting tail of the yarn from right to left over your hook. Weave in the ends as you go along. This half double crochet will be worked together with the turning chain. This counts as 1/2 double crochet increase. Next, in the adjacent stitch on the left, work a half double crochet increase. That means working 2 half double crochets into one stitch. Don't forget to weave in the ends. 1 stitch. 2 stitches. And that completes 1/2 double crochet increase. Then, in the next stitch on the left, work another half double crochet increase. Insert the hook into the stitch. Pull through 2 half double crochets. And another half double crochet increase is completed. Continue down to the adjacent stitch on the left, working half double crochet increases until you finish this round. After completing the last half double crochet increase, check the stitch count. 1 stitch represents 1/2 double crochet. Start counting from the stitch marker position. This round, including the beginning chain, should have 20 stitches. After completing, join with a slip stitch at the stitch marker position. Pull tight. The foundation ring has now been tightened for 1 round. You can cut it directly. The second round is complete. You can see that the texture on the right side is quite clear. The texture on the wrong side is less defined. When crocheting, keep the right side facing you, and move on to the third round. Start with 2 chain stitches as a beginning chain. Move the stitch marker. Then in the next stitch on the left, Work 1/2 double crochet increase. Be mindful not to pick up the beginning chain position. After completing, then pick up the next stitch and work 1/2 double crochet, followed by 1/2 double crochet increase. Now let's take a look at the crochet pattern for this round. 1/2 double crochet, 1/2 double crochet increase. Repeat this pattern. This method is called skip 1, increase 1. Next, we will follow this pattern to complete this round. Finish with the last half double crochet increase. Join with a slip stitch at the marked stitch. Pull tight. The third round is complete. Now move on to the fourth round. Start with 2 chain stitches as the beginning chain. Move the stitch marker. For the beginning chain of each subsequent round, use a stitch marker to mark it. Next, in the corresponding braid below the beginning chain, work 1/2 double crochet. This half double crochet and the beginning chain count as 1/2 double crochet increase. Then work 2 half double crochets evenly. Next, work another half double crochet increase. Followed by 2 half double crochets. Now let's look at the crochet pattern for this round. 1/2 double crochet increase and 2 half double crochets evenly. Repeat this pattern. This method of increasing stitches is called increase 1 stitch every 2. Following this pattern, complete this round. Finish with the last 2 half double crochets. Join with a slip stitch at the marked stitch position. Pull tight. Round 4 is completed. Move on to the fifth round. Start with 2 chain stitches. Pick up the adjacent stitch on the left. Work 1/2 double crochet. Then work 1/2 double crochet increase. Followed by 3 more half double crochets. And another half double crochet increase. The pattern for this round of crochet is increase 1 stitch every 3. Following this pattern, complete this round. After completing this half double crochet increase, work one more half double crochet together with the first half double crochet and the beginning chain. It makes 3 half double crochets in total. Join with a slip stitch at the marked stitch. Tighten. The 5th round is now completed. Now let me show you how to count the rounds. On the right side of the piece, you will see raised textures as your guide. Start counting from the beginning chain round. Count how many rounds of these raised textures there are. That will tell you how many rounds have been completed. You can see there are 5 rounds of texture now, indicating that 5 rounds have been crocheted. Next, let's take a look at the crochet pattern of the piece. The piece starts increasing stitches from the 2nd round, with 2 half double crochets in each stitch. The 3rd round is worked with skip 1, increase 1. The 4th round is worked with skip 2, increase 1. Each round increases by 10 stitches based on the previous round. So for each additional round, the number of stitches skipped increases by 1. And so on. Refer to the chart to crochet the required number of rounds. From here, follow this method too. Complete the first 10 rounds of the back body on your own. I won't demonstrate that part here. Next, we'll work on round 11. This round needs to start distinguishing between the body and the opening of the bag. I'll demonstrate using this small sample. Since it's a small sample, the number of stitches and rounds are fewer, so I'll only demonstrate the method. First, let's divide the fabric piece into sections. Fold the piece in half along the yarn tail. Locate the stitch on the fabric piece. On the other side, find the corresponding stitch. Count 15 stitches from this stitch on both sides. Place a stitch marker at the 15th stitch on each side. I have already placed them here. Let's take a look at the fabric piece. The area between these 2 stitch markers is for the body of the bag. The other side is for the opening of the bag. Now let's start crocheting. Start with 2 chain stitches to begin. Then work 1 half double crochet. And 1 half double crochet increase. Continue crocheting half double crochets and half double crochet increases until 1 stitch before the stitch marker on the left side. As you crochet, depending on the specific situation of the fabric piece, work approximately 3 increase stitches evenly. The increase placement is not fixed, just stagger them from the increase points in the previous round. Now we have reached this position. Start crocheting the bag opening area. Begin with 5 single crochets. The technique for a single crochet is, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over, draw the yarn through. You will have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, and draw through all the loops on your hook. 1 single crochet stitch is completed. At the top right of the single crochet, there is a V shape formed by 2 strands of yarn. This is the stitch of a single crochet. Next, make 1 single crochet in the stitch on the left side. Insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over, draw the yarn through, yarn over again, and draw through both loops on your hook. The second single crochet is completed. Continue to complete the remaining 3 single crochets. After completing them, make 2 half double crochets. Make 1 half double crochet increase. Then make 2 more half double crochets. Next, start making double crochets. Yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over again, and draw the yarn through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, and draw through the first 2 loops on the hook. Now you have 2 loops left on the hook. Yarn over again, and draw through once. 1 double crochet is completed. Above to the right of the double crochet, there is a V shape formed by 2 yarns. That's the stitch of this double crochet. Then make another double crochet. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the next stitch. Yarn over. Draw the yarn through. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops. Repeat this step once more. The second double crochet is done. Now, make another double crochet. Then work a double crochet increase. That is, make 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. First DC. Second DC. 1 double crochet increase is completed. Now, work 3 double crochets. One double crochet increase. And 3 more double crochets. After completing those, work 2 half double crochets. And 1 half double crochet increase. Then, work 2 more half double crochets. Next, make 5 single crochets. This completes the edge area of the bag. Now, continue to work on the remaining part of the bag body. Work entirely in half double crochets and half double crochet increases. When crocheting, roughly space out the increases evenly, working them 3 times. Pay attention. Stagger the increase placement from the previous round's increase points. Finish with the last half double crochet. Join with a slip stitch at the marked stitch position. Pull tight. Round 11 is now complete. Moving forward. The area between these 2 single crochets is the edge area of the bag. The other end is the body area of the bag. Rounds 12 and 13 are worked in the same way. Continuing to crochet half double crochets and half double crochet increases in the body area. Increase approximately 7 stitches evenly in each round. You can refer to the diagram for specific increase positions, or adjust them as needed. Just make sure the increase placement is staggered from the previous round. For the edge area's single crochet positions, work corresponding single crochets. For the half double crochet positions, work corresponding half double crochets and half double crochet increases. For the double crochet positions, positions, work corresponding double crochets and double crochet increases. Refer to the diagram for specific increase points. The method is quite simple. Everyone can refer to the chart and the previous demonstration to finish these 2 rounds. I won't demonstrate this part. Next, we'll work on round 14. This round requires decreasing stitches. I'll continue demonstrating with this sample swatch. It has fewer stitches and rounds, so start with 2 chain stitches to begin. Then work 1/2 double crochet for each stitch, all the way until just before the edge single crochet position. Now we're at this position. Work 3 single crochets next. Then work 1 single crochet decrease. Insert your hook into the left stitch. Yarn over, and draw the yarn through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. This is an incomplete single crochet. Next, work another incomplete single crochet. Insert your hook into the adjacent stitch. Yarn over, and draw the yarn through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, and draw through all loops at once. The single crochet decrease is now complete. Here, 2 single crochets are combined into 1 stitch. Continue following the previous pattern, and refer to the diagram to finish the 1/2 double crochet and double crochet sections. Now we're back to another side of the single crochet section. Start with a single crochet decrease. Insert the hook into 2 adjacent stitches. Work an incomplete single crochet. Then yarn over, and draw through all 3 loops on your hook at once. Another single crochet decrease is now complete. Next, work 3 single crochets. The edge area is now complete. Continue working 1/2 double crochets on the body of the bag until you finish this round. After completing the last 1/2 double crochet, join with a slip stitch at the marked stitch position. Pull tight. Round 14 is now complete. For round 15, the crochet method is identical to round 14. That is, work 1/2 double crochets on the body of the bag. Work single crochets and single crochet decreases at the short needle positions of the bag opening. Continue working 1/2 double crochets at the 1/2 double crochet positions, and work 1/2 double crochet increases at the double crochet positions. Continue working double crochets and double crochet increases. The method is quite simple, so I won't demonstrate it. Please complete this round on your own. After completing this round, you need to fasten off the yarn. I will demonstrate the method to fasten off using this small sample. First, make a chain stitch to secure. Leave a tail of about 5 centimeters. Fasten off the yarn. Pull tight. And hide the yarn tail on the wrong side of the fabric. You can weave in a few more stitches for security. Trim any excess yarn tails. Up to this point, the back body has been fully explained. Next, we will learn the crocheting method for the front body. Let's take a look at the finished product. The front body is divided into the main part and the edging. The main part also starts with an adjustable magic ring. Working around the center, crochet counterclockwise in a circular pattern outward. The shape is similar to that of the back body. However, the crocheting methods for the center and edges differ slightly. The edging consists of the middle edging and the outer edging. Crochet these by picking up stitches at the corresponding positions on the front body. A new stitch technique used here is the single crochet increase. It involves 3 chain stitches followed by a picket stitch using short needles, 5 double crochets popcorn stitch, and DC2 bobble stitch. Now, please watch me demonstrate the specific crocheting method. The starting chain and the first round for the front body are exactly the same as for the back body. Everyone can start with a chain following the previous demonstration. After completing the first round, I will not repeat the demonstration. Next, we will crochet the second round. Start with 2 chain stitches. Then, at the corresponding position below the turning chain, crochet 1/2 double crochet. Don't forget to weave in the yarn tail as you crochet. This half double crochet and the turning chain count as 1/2 double crochet increase. Next, in the adjacent stitch on the left, make a short needle increase. That is, work 2 single crochets into the same stitch. One, 2, 1 short needle increase completed. Next, continue in the adjacent stitch and crochet 2 short needle increases. After completing those, crochet 2 half double crochets increase. Then, crochet 3 single crochet increases. Finally, crochet 1/2 double crochet increase. Join with a slip stitch at the stitch marker position. Pull tight. The yarn tail from the cast on has now been woven in for 1 round. You can cut the yarn directly. The second round is complete. As you can see, the increase pattern in this round is identical to the back body. 2 stitches are crocheted into each stitch, except for the 2 stitches at both ends, which are half double crochet increases. The middle part consists of single crochet increases. This ultimately forms an oval-shaped fabric piece. Moving on to the third round. Start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Next, in the adjacent half double crochet stitch on the left side, make 1 double crochet increase. Then, in the single crochet stitch on the left side, work 1 half double crochet and 1 half double crochet increase. Let's take a look at the fabric piece. The increase pattern in this round is also skip 1, increase 1. When crocheting, correspondingly make double crochets and double crochet increases into the previous round's half double crochet stitches. Into the single crochet stitches, correspondingly make half double crochets and half double crochet increases. Continue working this round following this method. Finish with the last double crochet increase and join with a slip stitch at the marked stitch position. The third round is complete. The increase pattern for the fourth round remains the same as the back body, which means increasing stitches by adding 1 every 2 stitches. This is done into the previous round's double crochet stitches. Continue with double crochets and double crochet increases into the half double crochet stitches. Continue making half double crochets and half double crochet increases, and finish this round following this method. Let's take a look. This is what the fourth round of the sample swatch looks like when completed. Next, we will work on the fifth round. Start with 2 chain stitches as a beginning chain. Followed by 2 chain stitches for transition. Then skip the leftmost stitch and make 1 half double crochet into the second stitch. Continue with 2 chain stitches for transition. Then skip the next leftmost stitch and make 1 half double crochet into the second stitch. Follow up with 2 chain stitches for transition. Let's take a look at the fabric piece. The crochet pattern for this round involves skipping 1 stitch and making 1 half double crochet. Make 2 chain stitches for transition between each pair of half double crochets. Continue working the entire round following this pattern. After completing the last 2 chain stitches, join with a slip stitch into the marked stitch. Pull tight. The fifth round is now complete. Move on to the sixth round. Start with 2 chain stitches as beginning chains. Then make half double crochets. Take a look at the chain stitches on the left side. On the right side, the chain stitch forms a V-shaped braid, which is called a half stitch. On the wrong side, there is a carrying yarn line in the middle, known as the inside loop of the chain stitch. Yarn over with the crochet hook. Then, insert the hook under the inside loop, and the outer half stitch of the adjacent chain stitch on the left side. Which are these two strands of yarn? Work 1/2 double crochet. Next, continue to pick up the inside loop, and the outer half stitch of the adjacent chain stitch on the left side, and work 1/2 double crochet. Then move to the position of the next stitch on the left side. The stitch consists of these two strands of yarn. The strand closer to you is the front loop of the stitch. The strand farther from you is the back loop of the stitch. Pick up the back loop of the stitch and work 1/2 double crochet. Next, pick up the inside loop and the outer half stitch of the left chain separately and work 2/2 double crochets. Then pick up the back loop of the stitch and work 1/2 double crochet. Continue in this manner, working 1/2 double crochet into each stitch all the way down. Complete this round. Finish with the last half double crochet, and join with a slip stitch at the marked stitch position. Tighten. The 6th round is completed. You can see that the stitches from the previous round and the chain positions. Leave a single strand of yarn, forming a continuous circle of small segments. The crocheting pattern for the front body is identical to the back body. Pay attention when dividing sections. Both sides of the oval must be symmetrical. Locate the centered stitch at the top. Continue dividing sections according to the method used for the back body. When crocheting the final round, for the body area, pick up the back half of the stitches and crochet the corresponding stitch patterns. All the required stitch techniques have been demonstrated before. Please refer to the chart and previous demonstrations. Complete the remaining rounds of the front bodice main body. I will not demonstrate this part. Next, we will crochet the middle edging. I'll use this sample to demonstrate. The stitch patterns in the center part of the sample are random. I will only demonstrate the method for crocheting the edging. First, let's take a look at the fabric piece. The 5th round of the front body has continuous line segments. The middle edging is crocheted onto these line segments by joining the yarn and crocheting. To make it easier for everyone to see clearly, I'm using different colors of cotton yarn for this demonstration. For specific yarn details, please refer to the paper instructions. Take the new yarn and make a slip knot. Slightly tighten the loop. Leave a tail about 5 cm long. Hang the yarn tail on your left hand. Then, have the right side of the front body facing you, with the purse opening area facing down. Locate the body area of the purse. Find any stitch in the 5th round that roughly corresponds to the middle. Insert the hook into the remaining front loop of this stitch. It should be a segment like this one. Join the new yarn. Insert the hook into the loop. Draw the new yarn loop through. Adjust it slightly. Crochet 1 chain stitch to secure. Tighten the yarn tail. The joining is now complete. Next, make 1 chain stitch to start. The turning chain for the single crochet doesn't count as 1 stitch. In the same segment, work 1 single crochet. Place a stitch marker to mark Then skip the left side chain stitches. In the next stitch front loop, work 1 double crochet. Next, crochet a picket stitch with 3 chains and 1 single crochet. For convenience, we will refer to this as a picket stitch from now on. The technique is, first, make 3 chain stitches. Then, insert the hook under these 2 strands of yarn, below the double crochet. Work 1 single crochet. 1 picket stitch is now completed. Next, make another picket stitch. Start with 3 chain stitches. Then, insert the hook under these 2 strands of yarn, below the single crochet. Work 1 single crochet. Another picket stitch is now completed. Next, make another picket stitch. After completing it, in the same line segment, where you just made the double crochet, work another double crochet. Let's take a look at the fabric piece. Consider these 2 double crochets, along with the 3 picket stitches, as one pattern set. First, make a single crochet in the front loop of the left stitch. Next, in the front loop of the following stitch, work a pattern set. Start with 1 double crochet. Then work 3 picket stitches in a row. Followed by 1 more double crochet. Another pattern set is completed. The crochet pattern for this round is: skip the chain stitch from the 5th round of the front body, and in the front loop of the stitch, alternate crocheting single crochets and this pattern set. Continue all the way down following this method to complete this round. Finish with the last double crochet. Join with a slip stitch to the marked single crochet. Pull tight. Then make a chain stitch to secure. Leave a tail of about 5 centimeters and cut the yarn. Pull tight. Next, take the yarn tail from joining and the ending yarn tail, and weave them along the texture to hide on the wrong side of the fabric. The method is quite simple, so I won't demonstrate it. The middle edging is now complete. Next, we will crochet the outer edging. I will continue to demonstrate with this sample swatch. Let's look at the fabric piece. On the front body fitted area, in the second to last round of stitches, there is a continuous line segment formed by front loops. The outer edging is crocheted along this line segment. By joining the yarn and working around it, I will still use different colors of cotton yarn for demonstration. For specific yarn, please refer to the paper instructions. Hold the front body with the right side towards you. Position the bag opening area to the right, on the second to last round. At the first stitch of the fitted body area, pick up the front loop segment, and join the yarn. Then make 3 chain stitches as the beginning chain. Next, work 1 double crochet into the same segment. This double crochet together with the beginning chain forms a DC2 bobble stitch. Hereafter, it will be referred to as a bobble stitch. Then skip 2 segments. Work a pattern on the third segment from the left, which includes 1 double crochet, 3 picots, and 1 double crochet. After completing this, skip the next 2 segments on the left. On the third segment, work a 5 DC popcorn stitch. For convenience, it will be referred to as a popcorn stitch hereafter. The technique is, work 5 double crochets on this segment. Temporarily remove the hook. Then insert back into the initial stitch and the loop that was left, and pull the yarn through the initial stitch, making these 5 double crochets protrude forward. Crochet 1 chain stitch. Pull the loop tight, and the popcorn stitch is completed. Next, skip 2 segments and work a motif on the third segment. After completing it, on the third segment from the left, crochet another popcorn stitch. Start by working 5 double crochets in this position. Temporarily remove the hook. Then insert it through the initial stitch and the loop that was left. Slip the loop through the initial stitch. Crochet 1 chain stitch, and pull tight. Make the double crochet stand out forward. The second popcorn stitch is now complete. Let's take a look at the fabric piece. This round involves skipping 2 segments between each stitch. On the third segment, alternate crocheting 1 pattern and 1 popcorn stitch. Continue crocheting according to this pattern until you finish the segments corresponding to the body area. Now, the last pattern has been completed. On the third segment from the left side, which is the front loop of the last stitch in the body area, crochet 1 bobble stitch. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the segment. Yarn over. And draw the yarn through. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Now you have 2 loops remaining on the hook. This is an incomplete double crochet. Work another incomplete double crochet, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, and draw the yarn through. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. That's 2 incomplete double crochets. Yarn over, and draw through all loops on your hook. The bobble stitch is now completed. Move on to crochet a chain stitch to secure. Leave a tail about 5 cm long and fasten off normally. Pull tight. Hide both the beginning and ending yarn tails on the wrong side of the fabric. The method is quite simple, so I won't demonstrate it. The outer edging is now completed. Up to this point, the demonstration of making the front body is complete.